Hey there, everybody. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Hope your week is going well so far. I've been enjoying this springtime weather around here. Things are blooming, but there's also those spring thunderstorms and showers. We're about to get ready for about 3 days of heavy rain. But today I want to talk about a quick start to a raw food diet and give you guys just a few simple tips. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, please go down and hit that red subscribe button right now. Then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you will stay subscribed to the channel. This is just some stuff. I was laying in bed last night and just making some notes on my phone. I was watching a couple of videos on YouTube and I just kind of free flow at night sometime and just start making some notes. But I'm always just thinking about the simple things that'll help you a little bit more on this lifestyle. That's all it's really about, is just chipping away at it. It's not about any big revelations or whatever. I get real gratified when people write to me from time to time, and they've been watching me for a while, but something I say today actually kind of clicks and maybe helps them a little bit. So in other words, I repeat a lot of the same things over and over because that's the basics, and the basics have worked for me coming up on 9 years now. So what's the KISS method? Keep it simple, stupid. Don't overcomplicate it. I have some simple concepts that I have tried to focus on since I've been doing this, and that's just me, keeping things simple. One of the biggest things you've heard me say, if you've watched many of my videos, is crowd the bad stuff out with good stuff. Really listen to that. Let that sink in a little bit. Even if you don't have, people think you need to have willpower. People think you need to know this, and that. Or people think you need to, somehow the cravings will go away. Don't wait for any of that stuff to happen. Crowd the bad stuff out with good. In other words, get ahead of your hunger. Eat good things before you get hungry for bad things. I've not been, there's no reason to ever be hungry on this lifestyle. If you're eating right, you don't ever have to be hungry on this lifestyle. I never, unless I'm doing something for other reasons, I never hold myself back. If I'm hungry, I eat. I eat all the time. So just make sure that you are feeding yourself. And that's another thing there too, is getting ahead of that hunger. All that starving yourself, and you're feasting and fasting and cleansing and constantly being hungry, especially for newbies, that's not going to serve you very well. Really all it's about is just, and to another thought too, is just to substitute the things that are your problem food. What is your number one problem food? Whenever you get a craving for this problem food, you need something on the other side to go to. When I have the craving, when I'm dying to get this, when I may go get this, I don't want to get this, you have something over here. Now that doesn't necessarily have to be a raw version of that. It can encumber some element of it. In other words, maybe it's something that's savory, maybe it's something that's salty. Because honestly, if you like fried chicken, I'm not sure I've got a perfect substitute for, raw vegan fried chicken. But, anyhow, I'm just kind of getting at the point, like I'm just saying, is everything that you've got out there that's your trouble food, have a substitute, have something in mind ready for that. And the best way to do that is to have some recipes in your repertoire. That's why I'm always recommending people, because I'm not the biggest recipe person. And I really don't need a lot of recipes at all with my simplicity, but a lot of people do. So that's why I'm trying to give you people that have lots of recipes, and that's why I'm always going to recommend Melissa of Raw Food Romance. Jesus, she's got a burger book coming out in the next couple of weeks, I believe. She's been advertising or talking about, and she's got like 7 or 8 or 9 books. Just one person. And this is not me just saying that because she's a friend. I mean, there's a lot of diversity there's a lot of diversity just within the plant-based dips and dressings book. There's just dips and dressings, but if you got all the books, there's a lot of diversity within there. So, and then there's the Raw Advantage, Chris Kendall. Now, like I say, I don't have a lot of other people. There's people that I follow on Instagram. There's a young lady, her name is Rosie Heals. Is that Rosieheals? on Instagram, and she's got a blog. I wish she did YouTube. She's got some great recipes. Point being is, get yourself 5 or 6 solid recipes that you don't just kind of, okay, these are good, I can eat them, that you really like. Maybe some people need a little bit more. Maybe you need like 7, 8, 9 recipes in your repertoire. But think about it like this. I hear this all the time. People talk about, well, it's limited. A plant-based diet is limited. I don't see that. A raw food diet is limited. I don't see that. Because think about it. Even on the standard American diet, you may not be quite as strange as me, but even when I was eating the standard American diet, if I look back, generally over the course of the week, there was usually 3 or 4 things, probably no more than 5 different meals in a week, and then you'd repeat a couple. And a lot of times, even if you went over the course of, say, a month, like if you took your whole month, back when I ate on the standard American diet, I'm still over the course of a month, we're maybe rotating through 6 or 7 or 8 different things. So you weren't eating that much diverse on a standard American diet anyway. If you can get yourself 5 or 6, 7, maybe even 10 good recipes, which is easy out there. Buy yourself one book or spend an afternoon, do a little work and get recipes you like online. But if you can get those 5 or 6 recipes, you're almost there already. Because what I would say is get your top 5 or 6 every single day. And I've told you this before, and this goes back to crowding out the bad stuff. Have ice cream every day. Have ice cream every day. And you know what? Let me address something for a minute there, because I get this on Instagram as well as here. You're watching me. Now, let me make it very clear. I don't claim to be an expert on anything. I don't claim to be like, you should follow me. You should do things exactly like I do. But once again, you're watching me and you're listening to me for a reason. But I got people that'll do that, and I'll see faces and I'll see names that I recognize for a while, and they're constantly telling me, well, I can't do that. Well, then you're kind of watching me for the wrong reasons, because I'm probably not going to make some big change or whatever. So, like I say, when you're watching me, you either do or you don't do. So that's what I just don't get sometimes, is when some of the basic things, like people that claim they watch me all the time, they don't like ice cream, they don't eat bananas, they don't do this, they don't do that, then there's probably not a lot I can help you with. And that's I don't mean that in any kind of a bad way. I'm just saying there's probably other people that could help you a little bit better. Because I do want to say that, there is more than one way to do this raw food diet. As mentioned before, I don't eat the same as Melissa. I don't eat the same as Chris, but I respect the way that both of them eat. But from my standpoint, you're watching me. You're not going to get fat on the banana and ice cream. Will you repeat after me? If you think you're getting fat on the banana and ice cream, it's the other shit that you're adding in there. It's the other stuff that you're going to add and eat in there. Okay, yes, if you're eating garbage, if you're still being a goat and eating, garbage and just kind of dabbling with this raw food thing, maybe not. Yeah, you can't eat 7 or 8 or 9 bananas worth of ice cream if you had some garbage on, like before, and you had garbage after that. But the way I'm eating, and once again, I don't have some super metabolism. I eat ice cream every damn day, and I can lose weight if I wanted to, which I don't. I can even lose weight eating ice cream every day. So what I'm saying is some people are scared. Like I say, you watch me, but you're scared to try. So you're scared to step off and try some of these things. And I would say, if you've never been successful on the lifestyle, what do you have to lose by just trying that? So have ice cream every single day. Have ice cream every single day. I would say that's a quick start right there. Make that a staple. Make one of your meals every day ice cream. Put yourself a little flavoring in there, maybe get some powdered cacao or whatever. And you're almost like with the frozen bananas, almost having a mono meal too. Because it's just bananas and a little bit of flavoring. So have an ice cream every single day. And then if you have those 5 or 6 recipes, there's 2 meals out of the day right there. Your ice cream and one of those 5 or 6. Make it big. Eat a lot of food. That's one of the biggest mistakes so many people make on this raw food diet, is they don't understand. You've got to eat a lot here. There's none of this like before, like where you're saying, well, I better hold back. You can eat. Listen, And another one of my cliches, the cleaner you eat, the more you can eat. Salads, a salad for me, let me ask you a question. This is rhetorical. How long does it take you to sit down and eat your salad? It generally, my salads are big. That's what I'm talking about. Eat a lot of food. It usually takes me 45 minutes or so to finish my salad. Now I'm taking my time. I could get it done a little bit quicker. But yeah, get those recipes. I'm just kind of going off some scattered notes I have. Focus on nutrition earlier. I was listening to a talk the other day, and I've addressed this in the past. Sometimes I like to reinforce some of the things I talk about. And I heard somebody talking about that the other day, about how sometimes if we're not feeding our body the nutrition we need, we're continuously hungry, because we're not just hungry for the calories, and at a certain point we become satiated calorie wise, but our body doesn't have the nutrition. It's like when you're eating processed sugar. It's like pardon the expression, but it's like a mind fuck. It's tricking it's giving you this pleasure, and you're taking in all these calories, but it's not doing anything for you. So focus on your nutrition early. Focus on eat the fruit, but greens. So many newbies do not focus on the greens. Watch other people's videos. People can talk about the greens better than I do, the importance of the greens, but I'm not talking about getting a handful a day. I'm talking about a lot of greens. I generally have a head of romaine lettuce, and I try to cram as much kale into my green smoothies as possible. Little things that I go on and on about on this channel, like the lentil sprouts. Sprouts are a wonderful source of nutrition. So start focus. Like, I think a lot of times people don't focus on the nutrition. They kind of figure like, well, let me get the basics and then I'll focus on the nutrition later. The nutrition is the basics. And as soon as you start feeding your body correctly the nutrition it needs, as well as adequate calories and whole food, plant-based, whole foods. I get that word messed up a lot. Whole foods. The sooner you'll be, feeling better doing this thing. In other words, it'll be easier for you to live a raw food diet. You shouldn't have, listen, after about 6 months of doing this, you shouldn't have to try. You should just be eating it. And if after 6 months, that's not trying to chastise you or anything, but after say 6 months, 7 months, some people a year of dabbling at this, what do you have to lose if you just throw your hands up in the air and try to do it in a completely different way? And then there's always those smoothies. I'll just finish off with that. Those are the things that get me through my day, and those are the things I love, and those are the things that I can pack in a lot of nutrition into. The ice cream, the big green smoothies, and the salads. So anyhow, I know that was just kind of some scattered, mixed up stuff there, but they're all tips. This is how I make this work every day, and I don't even think about it. You just do. And like, not that I'm perfect. I don't ever want it to sound like I'm sitting up on some higher level and I'm perfect. But I figured out how to make this thing work for me. I feel good all the time. I've got energy. My weight is stable. And I'm happy with where I am on this. I'm not trying to get to anywhere else. So hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you again in a couple of days. Peace.